Well, hello everyone, this is Kate at my Wayfaring Greens and Gardens. Coming out to do a little bit of watering. Haven't posted in probably a week or so. I broke my leg. Just the fibula, but it's broken in a couple spots, and today's the first day I'm out actually on it. I've got this boot and told that I can walk on it, you know, as my body allows. From having too much pain not to. So I picked a couple of these tomatoes the other day. The biggest one, which I was so happy about, has gone. It got a spot on it and I had to throw it out, unfortunately. Paul was doing the watering for me last week, but we've had a few days of rain and I have to stay on him, and then he bitches because I'm nagging him. So going up and down stairs is still pretty hard, and the boot does not keep me from being in pain. It just allows me to be a little more stable, because apparently the way the fibula goes into your ankle, all doctory stuff, the swiveling and the movements from left to right of my ankle were just causing me a lot more pain. So this stabilizes it. I'm still not putting a lot of weight on it because it was a pretty good break. I'll try to include a picture if I can get a picture on here, but I needed to water some things, and so I'm out. We got some good rain last night, but some of my stuff that's siding. Some of my stuff that's under the tree, unfortunately, I think the tree blocks it getting sufficient water sometimes, so I'm hobbling at a snail's pace to water a few things. Now Lessie, Paul's had her for, I said, she's 16 years old. We saw her last week, Tuesday or Wednesday, but we have not seen her since. She hasn't showed up for morning feedings. We haven't seen her in the night for feedings, so we don't know. She's before gone off and been gone for a week before, but she's gotten pretty deaf. And like I said, she is 16. Chaos, have you seen your sister? She usually didn't leave his side much, but there's Luna. She's one of the back kitties from out back, and she's our long-haired tortie, and Chaos chases her off, but he might not now since his compadre is gone. We're afraid she may have gone off someplace and died. She didn't seem sick or have any problems, but she's just old. So hold on a second, I'm gonna see if I can get the haze off of this camera. There you go. Just wipe the lens on the old boo, that works. So my hibiscus is putting on flowers, but it's got some yellow leaves. It seems the yellow ones are ones that something has chomped on, so maybe that's it. But I'm gonna have to go online and find out what her problem is. I went and hung my swing back up out here. It's too hot to be in it, but where it was, and you can get rained on, it's canvas, but where I had it in the house, the cats were sleeping on it and getting it even dirtier than if it's out here. So, and in some evenings where we've had some cool cloudy weather, it would be pleasant to be out here in it. It's just a battle with the mosquitoes. And these things are under here to get the maximum shade. These succulents can handle it a little better than those impatiens, but I always came out every day and made sure it was watered. And Paul doesn't. He, bless his heart, he tries, but it's with his schedule, and he feels if it's rained, they've been watered. But I think this tree does probably keep them from getting some water. And it's so hot, and with our humidity, I think a lot of water's being sucked out of stuff. So, but typically, you would find Lessie lounging here in the garden or lounging with Chaos, and we haven't seen her. So it's worrisome, but I mean, there's nothing we can do. She's an outdoor kitty. Couldn't make her come inside, not with that house full of hooligans. And she really didn't want to be inside anymore. That was the reason she did go outside. She went from being an indoor kitty, to an outdoor kitty, because she was just unhappy inside. With other kitties, sorry, I had to wipe the lens off again, and her and Chaos seem to be much happier out here. And I haven't been out as much, otherwise, you know, I keep track of when I see her and when I don't, or which way she comes from, but so Paul sounded a little saddened yesterday. He's like, I think Lessie's gone. And I hope she isn't. But then again, if she's gone off someplace and taken a nap and just not woken up, I mean, I can't say I'm really sad for her because she was pretty old and she was getting deaf, and you know, animals often seem to know when it's their time, kind of like elephants, especially cats. Cats would, you know, it's just, they don't have a problem with just going off to die somewhere. I know, it's out, I know it makes me sound cold and heartless, but this stupid fountain's pissing me off. Just a moment. Doing shit one-handed doesn't help either. So, anyway, that's kind of where we're at. Just wanted to give a few things in pots some water. Though we did get some rain, but gotta check up on everything. Thought I might have some more tomatoes to pick, but doesn't seem I will. Everything seems to be doing pretty good out here. Surviving. There's some weeds in the middle of some things that I don't like where they're at, but I can't get to them. They're not within my ability to walk and maneuver myself and not possibly fall over and crush something. Nor could I really get in there with this boot, and I don't want my boot all wet and gross. Yuck. They get all funky. So I'm probably going to, I can't really tell if it needs to be watered or not. Doesn't look like it, but I'll give them a little bit because we did get a downpour last night, but it didn't rain a whole lot. So I've got their sprinkler on. I don't know why it's not sprinkling. If you can tell, most of the hydrangea have lost their color. It's about time for them to die out anyway. But I'm sure being crushed didn't help any at all. But otherwise, everything seems to be doing all right. Tomatoes are coming along. And like I said, I got a few the other day, and I was very unhappy they weren't as purple as I wanted them to be, but nonetheless, they were tasty. So I'm going to make sure the sprinkler has the ability to sprinkle, and then I'm going to go in and put my leg back out because it hurts like a mofo. Just this little bit of walking on it. Though that's not really a weight-bearing bone, there's lots of ligaments and tendons that attach to it, and there's a nerve that goes down each side of it, and that's been pretty much bruised up also. So I thought, yeah, that's me thinking hopeful that I was gonna bend over and, or squat down and do some weeding. Yeah, right. Now I know why the sprinkler's not sprinkling, because I turned the water spigot off. I'm such an idiot. But say a little prayer, cross your fingers that Leslie's okay, or that she's gone on to over the little rainbow to the kitten promised land. But hope everyone's doing well. We've had some milder temperatures out here in Delaware, but nothing to write home about. So everyone take care and have a good evening, and I'm going to hobble my way back in the house. Bye-bye.